Welcome to course on Glass and Buildings Design and Application. It will be a very interesting course for you because glass has taken its very important transition for the last 15-20 years in the buildings design and application. So we need to be very careful in understanding the glass types, how to use, where to use, and what is the benefit of using glass in different formats. Taking you through why today glass? Because we are living in a world of imagineering, where architects want to imagine and they wanted to make it live. The envelope has to be so imaginative. So this today's architecture is very clear in looking for what is the aesthetics, how the building has to be look, and every building wanted to be standalone. It want to have its own signature design, and they wanted to use this material because the buildings are very flexible on shapes and the massiveness, the robustness, which finally it has to do the overall function of an envelope material also. Whereas the future is still we are not explored, because the future building are going to be very interactive. You're going to have a facade which is going to interactive, and you're going to have a building which is self-sufficient, means it can be a net zero building. So the envelope material, glass, which has to going to do the external world, and it going to do something more functional for the application also. So today the modern technology has a provision for us to introduce lot of glasses which is very different in its form and shape and structure, or the color. You have various color options today. You have various style and structure can be created in form of signature designs, and the glass is not going to be just one envelope material. It going to be a multifunctional element in your building. Beyond all, glass is a functional element. What is benefit of using glass in a building beyond all its basic envelope benefit? The major impact of glass is a very lighter material when compared to any other envelope material or any other traditional material which is used as envelope. For an example, I can say glass which weighs about 1 square meter of glass, which is about approximately 30 kg per square meter, compared to any of its envelope material which is ranging between 300 to 500 kg per square meter. It means it is 1/10 to 1/15 the lighter material which is part of your envelope. So just an imagination, if you look for a building which is about 20 stories and 30 stories today, we are working towards in tall buildings, high-rise buildings, where such lighter material has a huge impact on the overall design, on the basement or the structural design, or the foundation design, or the overall executional process involved in it. Since glass became a very lighter material, again it is very easy to install. So there is a faster envelope can be done. Ideally today modern technologies are available where we can do about 2 to 3 floors of a building in a day. Means I can do a 30 to 40 story building within a period of 4 to 5 weeks of time. Complete envelope can be done. And even there are buildings where you might have been seen, it can be done even parallelly. In the ground floor, the glazing envelope can be closed, and in the upper floor, the construction can happen. Any high-rise building, for a sake, you can take, it has been done like that way. Means moment you save on the construction time, it's going to directly save on the construction cost. The another important parameter is dependency of skilled labor at site. The today modern technology glass has, which can be a factory made product and a factory made solution. You can install glass with very minimal skilled labor with the support of the machines and technology. Another one is the envelope area. The traditional building material which is more than 300 mm, which is ideally more than a feet. Now you are bringing it to an inch, which is 24 mm is a basic double glazing unit. So there is a huge reduction in your envelope thickness, means there is a savings in your huge floor plate area because of the cost, the construction cost, the land cost. Every square feet in a building is going to be more valuable. So glass became an envelope material not only for its function, because it brings lot of other important benefits in the entire process of construction engineering. So how to understand glass then? Since it has various phases, it has a functional role, it has a structural role, it has a benefit. So you have to understand glass by design, by analysis, by need. What is the need of your particular building, or what is the need of your particular application? What is the benefit you are looking forward, whether it is fire, whether it is safety, whether it is aesthetics, whether it is any other application for that sake. By function, what you wanted the glass to do, whether you wanted to be just an envelope material, or you wanted to you want your glass to express something, or you wanted to make glass as your digital media facade, it's all has to be understood. So before getting into the course, we should understand, when you wanted to have a glass building, you need to understand by design, by analysis, by benefit, and by function. So this course, design and applications, will cover all these listed topics. Start with a modern architectural requirement, where first you need to understand what does the National Building Code of India suggest on the basic design parameter for any building, and specific to envelope, specific to fire, specific to its structural design requirements. So that has to be understood in a very clear and a deeper fashion. Then if you want, the next step is how to make my building a sustainable. So first we need to understand the building physics, how the heat is going to transfer, how the light is going to come, whether I am going to take the light I need, or I am going to address the glare issue later, what kind of design aspects I have to integrate understanding my building physics. There are various green building programs in India. So what are the requirements specific to envelope, specific to light, specific to energy? So that has to be understood. Then moment I go to green building, then I am supposed to understand the basic energy conservation building code, or there is an Indian standard which is called IS 16231, which is called use of glass in building. So I need to understand how to use and where to use and what kind of glass to be used. And again, it is not one solution for all. I need to understand, based on the different segment or the type of usage, the building design or the envelope design or the glass or the facade has to be different. When moment I understand the basic design criteria, then I have to understand glass as a material, manufacturing of glass. Because this is very important, once you understand the basic manufacturing, what are the types of glass available? There is a basic glass, there is tinted glasses, there is high performance coatings available today. So based on your application, you need to understand what kind of glass I am going to use, because glass has its vital role. Then there are innovative applications are there in glass, whether it can be an electrochromic glass which can tint, or it can understand your building, or it can understand your climatic condition, it can function on its own. There is digital printing available today, where it can create a very complete aesthetics and communication on your building. Moment I know about the basics of manufacturing of glass, then the next I should be aware is about the processing, which I mean whether what kind of process I have to adopt to improve the structural property of my glass, whether it is tempering or toughening, I am going to use a double glazing unit, or whether I am going to laminate my glass for a safety aspect, or whether I am going to do any other value addition on a glass like ceramic printing or screen printing, to which going to help me both in aesthetics and by functional mode. So I need to understand that. Moment I understood the basic design, then the basic manufacturing, the processing, then I need to really understand how I am going to design glass as an envelope material. So what are all the key glass parameters like solar factor, U value, and your light transmission? What is ideal for Indian climatic condition? What is my codal recommendation says? So how to design? So overall I need to understand how I am going to design the facade. Facade here it means the glass and the system. So moment I do a glass and a system, it has to withstand both the basic, it has to behave as an envelope and it has to behave as a structural element. Then I'm supposed to understand what is relevant on facade testing, what are the requirements and what are the standards, and how to test a facade, and what are the criteria that it has to address, the design has to be addressed. Then how to design my building or how to design my facade against daylighting requirement and energy efficiency. So I have to model it. So what are the design tools and simulation softwares today used in the design to understand the impact of various envelope material, precisely the glass. So since there are a lot of varieties of glass, I need to be able to understand what it is going to impact on my light and heat, which is the energy. Then that's where you have to understand then what are the various kinds of high performance glass available, from starting from the basic generation, which is the online coated glass, till the offline coated glass, where you have multiple generations, silver based, single silver, double silver and triple silver based glasses. Moment I understand the glasses, then I have a simulation software to understand the impact on the overall envelope. Then is it the glass going to function against acoustics? Is it the glass I am going to design against the fire requirement, fire safety norms, or I am going to use glass for any interior applications. So based on that, then there are local codes and availables which helps you to understand for the safety and security applications, what kind of processed glass has to be used for what kind of application. Moment I know the product, the process and the design, then I need to understand in reality how it has been implemented, how it has been used. So there will be a lot of case studies you will be going through on how to design or how to completely detail out the design process, different application and what is the impact for various application. There will be a lot of case studies. Then whatever I do, whatever I design, whatever I simulate it, is it really performing? So I need to understand in reality how the measurements are done at a building and how the impacts are being recorded against my design, which is going to be the final case studies. So this sessions will, the complete session on glass, which is a design and application, will help you to understand glass as a building material.